Welcome back to Kenton and Habiba. This clip was filmed before the kids went back to school. Anyway, today, as in what you're seeing, it's Kenton's birthday. So his actual birthday was January 5th. And it happened to fall in the middle of the week. And so I decided I was going to clean up. These are some old flowers from Christmas. I can't believe they lasted this long. I felt like I could salvage a few of them or reuse them in a smaller vase or container. So I just snipped some of the stems and then add them to treated water. You know, you add the floral mix and then voila, it looks like I have a fresh bunch of flowers. But actually, these are from the bouquet from Christmas. I can't believe it lasted this long. Aren't they pretty? So pretty. Anyway, so yeah. If you can salvage your flowers and save some money, why not? Okay, so what are we going to be cooking for Kenton's birthday? Like I said, January 5th kind of hit in the middle of the week, literally. So Kenton has work. He's kind of stressed out. He's got schoolwork, and he finishes kind of later in the evening. But he wanted some rice, so I'm doing rice and corned beef. Basically really fast, really simple, and I'm choosing to use some basmati rice. I like this kind of rice. It's less starchy and it's very fragrant. He also loves Brussels sprouts. I actually don't like Brussels sprouts. I believe my mom likes Brussels sprouts too, but yeah, I don't like Brussels sprouts, neither does Miriam. So we're really doing this for Ken. And I was trying to figure out which container I was going to roast the Brussels sprouts in. So anyway, to make it interesting, I figure why not cut some sweet potatoes. They're very healthy and they make a nice contrast in color with the Brussels sprouts. Kareem was helping me. So again, this is before they went back to school and I'm feeling a little down because they've gone back to school and, you know, I'm happy for them to definitely get their education and freedom. But there's definitely a part of me that's nervous with the Omicron variant out there. Anyway, positive, be positive. So I added olive oil to the Brussels sprouts and now I'm adding some spice. So very simple. And then I'm going to pop this in the oven to bake. So I'm just adding some pepper flakes and then I'm going to add some adobo seasoning. And by the way, these clips are being filmed with my cell phone, not my vlogging camera, but towards the middle end of the vlog, you'll see the switch with a sharper image. Okay, so we're sauteing some onions and peppers, and now I've added some tomatoes. And then I'm going to kind of season that up. Of course, I have some olive oil and a little spice. And then my little extra magic, I like to add a little salsa. I like that little kick with the salsa. But I still get it really well fried or stewed before I add the corned beef. So I like to make sure my tomatoes are well cooked and that the sauce tastes good and ready before I add the corned beef, which you know is already cooked. So corned beef is very easy. I grew up having corned beef sandwiches as a kid my mom used to make, and now I like to make this quick and easy stew. So I think the key is to make sure your sauce tastes ready before you even add the corned beef. And of course, you know, we love our plantain. So quick, easy meal. Here's my basmati rice already cooked, already luscious and fluffy. And I'm adding some butter to it, or I've added butter to it, and I just like to fluff it out. And dinner will be ready shortly. Everybody's hungry. So here is my corned beef. Now I'm adding my cabbage. This is about half a cabbage and it looks like a lot for the pot, but it will actually shrink down. Once you start steaming it and the heat hits it, it literally shrinks. So really cool and really delicious and very healthy. All right, here's my plantain fried, not so healthy. But sweet and delicious nonetheless. So if you have never tried fried plantain, I'm telling you, you don't know what you are missing. You are missing something. Oh. And it's so easy to make. So easy, which is why I do it too often, right? I know some people like the greener plantain and add salt to it, but I like the sweet version and I don't add anything to it. Okay, my cabbage is done. It has shrank and it's good. It's really good. And this is how I like it. I don't like the cabbage overcooked, but I don't like it too crunchy when it comes to putting it in a stew. And Kenton also prefers it on the sort of slightly softer side. So, yeah, this is pretty much dinner for Kenton's birthday. Kept it very simple, very quick, basically, very quick. Because again, he had class all the way into the evening. And so we don't want to eat too heavy. Well, for us, this is not too heavy. And yeah, that's pretty much what we ate. So the kids got him some funny little gifts, which you'll see, nothing too much. And you'll see Kareem made a cake also, which was very sweet. My gift for Kenton did not come on his birthday, so you will not see it, unfortunately. But yeah, dinner was very good. So after dinner, Kenton gets to open a present sent to him by Khalid. So Khalid obviously is back in Maryland and couldn't be here, so sent him this.
What is it?
It's a t-shirt.
A t-shirt?
Yeah, but it says, I'm into fitness.
You are into fitness.
Fitness burrito in my mouth.
Another one? Didn't you have one that said that before?
I guess. This one's,
Something like that.
This one's a red one. That's funny.
Wow.
You're so funny.
Did you pass? Oh my God. What did he buy you? What, your hair dye?
Hair dye.
Oh my
This
goodness.
is money.
He bought his dad hair dye.
And I was wondering why he was asking me what color.
I guess he feels you need to color your hair,
I
boo.
told him
gray.
Are you serious? You told him gray. Why would he color his hair gray?
All silver.
No. He used to color before, but now he
that's when I had
stopped.
hair.
You still have a little bit of hair.
No ammonia in this one.
I didn't understand like
All in its hemorrhoids.
the guy said no, they've changed all the rules now. They don't
What is
have
that?
this on here anymore.
Your kids and these gag gifts, right? Let me see the cover.
I don't know if I'm doing something stupid or not.
Napoleon's hemorrhoids. Miriam's sense of humor. That's funny. That's sweet.
Oh no, this actually is good because it's got little facts that are interesting.
Ah, cool.
Birthday card.
What's this on it? Oh, here's your birthday card.
Here's the back.
Here's the back, silly.
Here's the inside.
Oh, silly kids.
Insert mushy birthday words here. Here's my signature. Just raise a house of smartasses. Hair dyes, book on hemorrhoids.
It's not ruined. Hey, that's what we did in Africa. We didn't have candles. We used a giant one.
It's like someone stole a communion candle.
Daddy needs a candle to blow out. He's one. That's funny. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Khalid. Oh, I'm just trying to see if you're paying attention. Happy birthday, dear Daddy. Kenton. You blew it out? But it's gluten-free, right?
Might as well do the whole thing. So I when it's cold.
Lord, Daddy, those are big slices. January 6th, 2 days before the kids have to go back. I just wanted to show you. Okay, so I'm editing this charcuterie video, which I assume by now you have seen, I believe. Or maybe not, but I think so. Anyway, I just wanted to show you. The kids brought me food. Look at this. Miriam and Kareem are getting better. So from what I can see, and they're trying to keep their father and I on a diet. These are sweet potato fries. And of course, everything is gluten-free so that I can eat it. You know, they don't eat gluten-free food, but they're trying to make sure I eat well. So this is sweet potato fries seasoned. These are vegetables, sauteed veggies with mushrooms and broccoli and carrots. And this is some sort of fish encrusted with some sort of peanut dressing and a dollop of ketchup. So I was quite impressed. Like, what? I didn't even give them this idea to do. The two of them got this together. Ooh, my mouth is already watering. Anyway.
Hello? Yes, I'm talking to you. I hope you watched my last video with our first snowstorm, but more importantly, I hope you are subscribed to Kenton and Habiba. If you've been watching us for a while, I can tell you have not hit that subscribe button. Hit it! Good evening. It's a new day, another evening, and I walk in to find two beautiful plants on my desk from Kenton. So pretty, right? For no particular reason, he's bought me a little orchid plant and also an adorable miniature rose in a pot. You know, sometimes we get the winter blues and there's nothing like fresh flowers to brighten up your day. And it comes at such a perfect time because I was planning on kind of fixing up the corner of my office here. So I'm letting you see one side of my office, my home office. As you can see, I have all these books stacked up because I had these books on an IKEA shelf and that shelf fell over and I was going to reuse it, but Kenton said, no, it's definitely not safe. So I thought, let me reuse something I already own, and I'm going to stack the books back up with a shelf I already have, and you'll see that in a minute. But yeah, I have a lot of books. This is not all of them. These are my favorite. But before we get started...
So this are some spices for Khalid. He's back in his work mode in Maryland, and he doesn't have any ethnic spices. Like he has salt and pepper, the basics, right? But I was talking to him and it turns out he doesn't even have curry powder. Like, what? So we got him this. This is Blue Mountain's chicken seasoning, and this is Jamaican curry powder, Blue Mountain. This is hot. And where do you get it from? Oh, he got it at the Oriental store of Raleigh for $3.89. And then this one is sweet chili sauce. Okay. So anyway, yeah, I recycled these flowers because they weren't all bad. Okay. And then this is a box of K95. So these aren't like the, heavy duty N95s that we used to be able to find everywhere before the pandemic. But these are kind of the next best thing. KN95 protective mask, because like Kenton's law school, for example, requires you, if you're going to come on campus, you have to have this. Like they actually now specify you have to have this. So we bought this online, I think through Amazon, for the kids to have when they go back to school. So anyway, that's that. I can throw this away now. And then this is just a box to pack these things to send to Khalid, And then this is, I hate to say it, but we cleaned up our pantry. And while Miriam was here, I had her help me, which was tremendous help to clear up our pantry. And, we actually did pretty good. But we had a bunch of canned milk that has expired, and so I have like mixed emotions. Should it be discarded or can I still use it? You would think I know the answer to this. I feel like To be honest, in desperate times, I would still use it because some of these are what, let me see, just expired 2021, just last year. But this one says February, best use by February. I personally, depending on what the item is, I feel like when things are expired, you should discard them. But when it comes to evaporated milk, I'm not 100% sure, like I said. So, and it depends on how old. Like this, like I said, this one is February 2021. So comment below. Would you discard it? What would you do? Would you just, I feel like I wouldn't give it away because I feel like if I won't use it, why would I give it away? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would I give it away if I don't feel like it's safe enough to use? But then on the other hand, maybe it is okay to use. Best Buy in the United States doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad. It just means it's Best Buy that time. It will taste better because sometimes like this might taste a little tinny if it's too old. So again, let me know, what would you do? It's already dark outside. Let's put some music on.
So here's the little shelf I'm talking about. I'm actually repurposing it. It was actually in my bathroom, but I felt like it looked too cluttered. I had like these open bins on it and I just didn't like the look. So I think I'll try it here. It gives me a very airy garden feel, and since I love to have plants around me, I just feel like it fits the vibe that I'm going for. And I might change it later. I kind of put it in the corner facing outward instead of flush against the wall. So yeah, what do you think? I guess because it was a new day, I felt like I hadn't officially said hello. So hello, even though this vlog is almost done, hello. And I hope you're having a good evening or good day, whatever time you're watching this. Yes, I hope you are well. As I said, I have a lot of books, but these are some of my favorite that I keep close by, like this old medical book, which was a gift from Kenton. I don't know, when the kids were like little toddlers, they got into it and scribbled all over it, but I kept it. And then this book is one of my favorites also. It's an embryology textbook. I was really fascinated with the whole development of a baby, or from fetus to baby, and all the genetic problems and abnormalities that can happen during utero. And sometimes we really got to count our blessings when we have normal, healthy children, because there's so many different things that can happen or things that can go wrong in the process of development. And thankfully, I took this course before I was pregnant, because I'm the type of person where this would just completely have freaked me out. Yeah, totally it freaked me out if I had taken this course while I was pregnant. But anyway, very interesting stuff. And every now and then I like to look back at some of the information, and still I learn something new whenever I open these books. Now this book, Grey's Anatomy, is actually also a gift, this time from my father. I was actually still a teenager at the time and in college. I wonder if he remembers giving me this book. Anyway, I kept it. And I do love old books anyway. I love that yellowing, and I love the smell of old books, just like I love the smell of new books. So I'm sure I will always keep this. The White House Doctor is a really cool book if you're ever fascinated or wondering what it's like to take care of the President of the United States. What his doctors do for them. And then Eat, Love, Pray, I've read several times. Americana, I'm still yet to finish this book. Definitely something I need to do. This is by a Nigerian author. I'm sure you've heard of her. I'm not going to say it was fun doing this exercise, but it definitely is satisfying for me to reorganize my space and to put things, in an orderly fashion and make things tidy, and to just look at all my books that I've loved for years. And it really reminded me how much I need to go back to some of my books just for pleasure, because I truly enjoy some of these books. I love the bright colors of the human body. To me, it's almost like art at this point, really. It's not just science, it's also art to look at the human body and all these ligaments and all these blood vessels and all these tendons and muscles and insertions. It's so beautiful and fascinating to me. But I also was thinking about how in the past my whole life has been about reading for tests, studying and information purely because I'm required to learn it, because I'm going to be tested on it, and not necessarily for pleasure. So now I can look at a book and think, you know what? I want to learn this because I just enjoy the information and I want to look at things with a different eye, new perspective. And so that's why I keep these books, because they also remind me not just of the information, but of where I started and also how far I've come and how I've evolved. So for those of you that are curious, I'm currently not working in clinical medicine, which is a choice I've made. Maybe I'll go back, maybe I won't, but I'm very happy where I am in my life right now. And I think there's a time and there's a season for everything. I believe I am, because I'm still licensed, I am a great doctor and I could continue to be a great doctor, but it was just weighing on me. And there's so many more things that I want to do with my life. My college yearbook, class of 1992, Cornell University. Do you see me on the bottom there, the third picture on the right page? Yep. Look at us. All these hopeful kids. Look at us, thinking we're going to change the world someday. And I'm sure some of them did, though. I will say that. I'm sure most of these people are very successful, because I've actually run into quite a few of my older classmates. And in fact, I still stay in touch with quite a few of them. So that's really nice. It was definitely a really great time in my life. And I wouldn't trade it for anything. I absolutely loved my experience at Cornell. And yeah, very blessed. Actually, that's where I met my husband, right? Yep, that's where I met my husband. Cornell is a really beautiful campus in Ithaca, New York. And if I could do it over, I would still have gone there. I think especially having at that point come from Nigeria or northern Nigeria, where I had felt very repressed and really, not able to fully be myself. Cornell was one of those places where I was really able to develop. I mean, it took time, but I love the fact that I not only took a lot of science classes, but I was also able to choose a lot of artistic classes. Now, what you're looking at is the Black yearbook, and I wonder if they still do that. So, of course, because Cornell, like many universities in the U.S., happens to be predominantly white, a lot of the people of color knew each other very well and bonded and created their own yearbook. So I really love having this memory, and I hope they are still doing that, because when you are on a large campus where you are, quote, minority, it's nice to have other students that have similar cultural backgrounds and can relate and can understand your struggles. I think that's still very important and still very relevant. It's so interesting to think about the relationships that we made in college and the bonds that were formed and how you find your tribe and just all the growing that takes place in college. And I know that it must be very different for people now with the whole online learning. It's just not the same. So that's why I really feel like it's important too for our kids to be back on campus, because you just can't do it in front of a computer the same way, Shout out to America. She was my maid of honor at my wedding. And to think I've known her since high school, because we went to the same college, but I actually met her in high school. And there's Joe. He's a lawyer now. And yeah, Shemaine, she's a doctor. These are all people that I still know today. That's Wilson, editor of Black Film and TV. That's Randy. He's an entertainment lawyer, I believe. There's Camille. She's another doctor. So yeah, all these people went on to do amazing things. Look at my quote. The world is my country. All mankind are my brethren, and to do good is my religion. Thomas Paine. And these words still sound true to me today. Hey, Angela. Nice look down memory lane. Now back to work. So, surprise, surprise, Kenton brings me a plate. How sweet, right? So sweet. He doesn't realize, though, the camera is on, so I just told him. And he scurries off. But anyway, look how delicious this looks. Actually, it tasted amazing. It's chorizo with some onions and peppers, and it was cooked with a little bit of salsa on a corn tortilla. Really delicious. I had to be careful not to eat too much, though. All right, we're back. So this is another old book I have, Oprah. You know, of course, she's one of my sheroes. Just like many of you, I love Oprah. I used to think about going to Chicago only to see Oprah. Of course, that is not realistic, and Chicago is too cold. And I believe she lives in Hawaii now, doesn't she? All right, we're making progress on this bookcase. Do you see? Oh, just showing you another of my interests. You guys know I love to entertain, so I do have quite a few entertaining books, kind of party setup books and party themes, and I love that sort of stuff. Oh, and of course, we're not going to talk about books and not mention the fact that I have a book, which I hope by now you have purchased or have checked out on Amazon. And I appreciate it if you have, and I appreciate all the reviews that you've given me so far. I also have these older books for writers on how to write or sell your first novel, or Robert's Rules of Writing. These actually helped inspire me because I always knew that I wanted to write books. And me writing this cookbook or cake book is just the beginning. It's definitely something that I want to do a lot more of in the future. I also love this bonsai book. I love the pictures. I love bonsai plants in general. And I do only at this time have one bonsai, that ficus bonsai that you see in the pot. This book I love too. It's Women Redefining Their Dreams in the Prime of Their Life. What's next? And I like the fact that you don't have to read the whole book. Each little chapter is a whole different story on each individual famous woman. I also love architectural design and architectural details. I have a ton of architectural magazines and interior design magazines, and this is one of my faves. Next, I'm adding this decorative box. It's very pretty and very functional. And to that, I'm going to add my ficus bonsai. The pot is actually really shallow. I just kind of placed it in that Japanese bowl. So the actual pot that it's growing in is really shallow. And can you believe I've had this for over 10 years? It's crazy, man. Next, I'm adding these pretty nesting dolls. This is something that I bought at a thrift store earlier last year. That's something I haven't done in a long time, is gone thrifting. Not in this cold and not with this whole COVID. No, ma'am. Anyway, we are done. Look at my office, or at least one side of my office. Hopefully I'll do a whole room tour for you maybe by the spring when I'm feeling even more creative. But it's really pretty in here and airy, and it's brighter than it looks right now, but I filmed this at night, and I needed to add more light. But anyway, my books are looking nice and neat and pretty, and I like the vibe in here. This is like my happy place, so I enjoy coming in here to work and to edit and to write. I do a lot of things in here. This is where I make jewelry. This is where I write. This is where I edit. A lot of things happen in this room. This is also where I craft doll faces and doll hair and doll outfits, and they want us to say hi, so they're here. Jamila with the kente cloth bow says hello. Rosie with the moody face and white hair says hi. Why are you looking at me? And Suki with the blue or aqua hair says hi. Khadija with the red frames and the guitar says, "What's up, girl? What's up?" Anyway, we hope you had a good time watching this. And of course, there's our little bookworm, Emily. Girl, why are your legs not crossed? I just noticed that. Anyway, and of course we have Fancy Baby or Ayodele. She's the only one wearing her winter sweater. I need to get them dressed up and take some pictures for y'all. And I really hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you have a wonderful Sunday and wonderful week. Now I'm going to get back to work and edit this video for you. So again, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to comment below. Let me know what was your favorite part of this video. And oh, by the way, let me know what I should do with those cans of milk, because seriously, left to me, I'm gonna drink it. I think I can drink it. In fact, truth be told, I had one of the cans recently. I kind of mixed it in my tea and it was fine. You know, but should I do that with the rest of the family? Should I risk it? I don't know. What would you do? Let me know. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to come back soon. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram. Bye. Bye-bye.